the reader that never stumbles.
So,
I know.
all right, we're at text chapter 22. We're starting in part 1,
The message.
verse 1. Yeah.
The message of the holy relationship. Do you want me to stop after each paragraph or just read?
Sure.
Okay. Let reason take another step. If you attack whom God would heal and hate the one he loves, then you and your Creator have a different will. Yet if you are his will, what you must then believe is that you are not yourself. You can indeed believe this, and you do. And you have faith in this and see much evidence on its behalf. And where, you wonder, does your strange uneasiness, your sense of being disconnected, and your haunting fear of lack of meaning in yourself arise? It is as though you wandered in without a plan of any kind except to wander off, for only that seems certain.
Oh, which is, that's it. And so we've set up a world where we hate and attack, and so we do that to keep the separation, because we have wandered off without a plan, only to be separate.
Yeah, I always tell Jared and the kids, have a plan. What are you going to say if they say this to you?
It's fun as hell.
Because, well, Jared's a fighter, he's a freezer, and I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
So we both, I'm like, rah, and he's like, ugh. So we both have to have a plan.
That's really funny. You got the two continuums, the two sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yet we have heard a very similar description earlier, but it was not of you. But still the strange idea which it does accurately describe you think is you.
Mm-hmm.
Reason would tell you that the world you see through eyes that are not yours must take no sense to you. To whom would seeing such as this send back its messages? Surely not you, whose sight is wholly independent of the eyes that look upon the world. If this is not your vision, what can it show to you? The brain cannot interpret what your vision sees. This you would understand. The brain interprets to the body, of which it is a part. But what it says you cannot understand, yet you have listened to it, and long and hard you tried to understand its messages.
I know, even the course, reading the course is hard to understand, a lot of the word structure. But the reason why it's saying this is you think it's you. Well, what do you think is you? Well, I think my body's me. That's a big base problem.
Yeah.
So if I'm not a body, who am I? Well, maybe on my thoughts. Well, I think my thoughts are me. And so that's also not the case. My thoughts aren't even mine. Because, first of all, I've confused me with the personality. And so the personality, the Layla's and Sue's and Javon's, we don't originate the thoughts in our own mind, according to the course. And so that's a crazy one. My thoughts are not even mine. Where do they come from? Well, once again, they're part of the scripts that we're dealt with, that we were a part of, for sure.
Like a community.
Like we decided what the script would be beforehand. But now,
oh, I see.
Before we were given or chose our current
State of mind.
Yeah, state of mind. This current expression of God. What was that, Sue?
Incarnation.
Incarnation, that's right. I was trying to use non-spiritual words, but that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Sometimes I'll try to use non-Christian words or because they have all these huge contexts behind them and chunks of meaning. But yeah, that's exactly what I was trying. That's right. And so we have these whole incarnations, these whole lives that are like chunks, right? Like the video that you gave me. The lady goes to the shopping cart, and one of the you do parts of it, but you can also do this whole one of, wow, I'm gonna do the housewife. I'm gonna do the homeless person. I'm gonna do, right? And we choose these things. The course doesn't actually go into that, but that's kind of what it's saying, though, is We got this whole thing, and now here we are, and we think it's us, but it's not us. We're not the body, we're not the personality, and the thoughts aren't ours either. The thoughts aren't ours. So whose are they? Well, they're part of the script, and the real us is watching. If we pay attention, we can see that the brain that we think is producing the thinking is really just this apparatus, which is a part of the machine, which is a part of the whole package. And the real thinker is outside the whole universe. It's watching from the crowd with Jesus.
I hate to interrupt, but
That's good.
I have a scenario. I feel like I'm getting through all of my relationships with ease because we're doing this course.
Oh, that's wonderful.
However, I haven't. You know how you're like, you're stripping off the layers.
Oh yeah.
And so I feel like I've been doing that throughout this, and the newest layer is me and my stepdad and I, and I called my mom and I was like, I don't understand why he's doing this, and then I was like, do I do this? Is he the mirror of me? Because we talked about this last week. Like, when do I do this? You know, and I'm trying to think when I do it, and I'm like, I'm not as rigid as he is, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not short with people like he is, and I respond in full sentences and text messages. So I was trying to see that aspect, and I called my mom and I was like, I don't understand why he's like this, and like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, and she's like, okay, I love you, and then she texted me, she's like, because I told her I was doing this with you, and she's like, what does the Course in Miracles say? And I think she ran it through ChatGPT because she was like, the Course in Miracles says.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, fuck.
Sandbagger.
I know. But she was right, you know. I needed to
What did it say?
just forgive, you know, for the most part.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I'm learning to forgive. And I said, even like you say, you know, even if I do the Course in Miracles every day, it's still like a process. I can't just flip on a switch. And I said, even if I want to forgive him and I forgive him, I'm still like grieving the death of the relationship that we once had, because I think I replaced my dad with him. And then when he was no longer the person that I thought he was, he's more like the relationship that I had with my dad before my dad became like a complete jerk. I feel like that's what it's turned into, I guess. And I don't know. I hope I don't take over the entire conversation, but I was hoping to get some perspective on that.
I mean, all the details of our issues, it's the all those are just the catalyst. So the catalyst, this is a law of one conversation really, but it fits really well. The catalyst is the thing, you know, if you have a bonding agent like a super glue, and then you got these two things, and there's something in it. The catalyst is the something that makes the other thing happen. So if you have glue, before the catalyst is added, now you just have this two runny things. They're like two liquids even. But then you add the catalyst and like this chemical reaction happens and it becomes unbreakable glue, right? And so the law of one says that all of the whole universe is lots of opportunities or catalyst. Well, it can be catalyst if you pay attention,
right,
so that you can gain polarity in your chosen polarity. The Course would call that your opportunity for loving service, and to be able to release the boundaries or the barriers to love. And so, well, what do they look like? Well, it's going to look like myriad, infinite different ways.
Yeah, right now I'm pushing him away because that's the easiest thing to do, just because I've put so much more on my plate on a daily basis with the kids going back to school and soccer and dance being a new recreation. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with him right now. And I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to deal with him.
Yeah.
You know, he can just go away for now. Like, if he's going to be impatient, then I don't want him in my life.
Yeah.
But
what does he want from you?
I feel like ever since he retired, he's kind of been just like lazier. He used to work at the front desk at the place that he worked at with a bunch of engineers, like really smart people, and he's a really smart guy. But he would interact with people on a regular basis. He would answer the phones all day, and now he doesn't do that. So I feel like now he doesn't have to like deal with people, and I feel like he doesn't deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he doesn't deal with me. Like even Jared, we had an upset, and he was talking with him, and he was like, I don't know. I don't want to get in the middle. I don't really have anything to say. Just get over it, you know? And like normally he'd be like, he would actually make an effort to be like, well, if I was in that position, this is what I would do. And, you guys love each other. So, and it's hard to like see him react that way now. And so we don't know what to do with that. And I think he doesn't try anymore. So when you ask the question, like, what does he want from me? I don't know that he wants anything anymore. I feel like he's just a grumpy old man. I feel like he used to yearn for our relationship.
Yeah. That's what Carolyn calls me too. Grumpy old man.
Already.
I know. I am.
Hi.
Hey.
I have keys. Yeah. I love you.
Are you coming?
Have a good night.
You too, babe.
See ya.
He's going to the gym.
No, he's going to work.
Oh my gosh, I need to go.
Yeah, we need it. As soon as the kids go back to school on Wednesday, we're going to go back to the gym. I'm going to go, and then he'll probably follow because he'll see me go. Which is good. Anyway, sorry, off topic.
So I'm wondering, what would be the problem if you were to just not deal with him? If he doesn't want a real relationship with you, and
He says he does, but he doesn't make the same efforts as he did.
I hate that.
Yeah.
When people say one thing and then do another.
I know, Sue. I know. I know. So
Oh my gosh.
So then I'm going to need to make the effort. Like even with Jared, he's like, when we see him, because he comes with my mom to whatever we're doing, and he's like, hey, call me. Let's do coffee. And Jared's like, yeah. But he's like, I don't want to be around him. He's fucking grumpy. Like Jared's so busy. He doesn't want to take time out of his busy day to go be with a grumpy fucking guy who's like, you deal with your problems. I don't want to talk to you about it. You know what I mean? Like I look forward to seeing you guys because you guys, sorry to sound selfish, but like I get so much from this interaction. Like I will wake up at freaking 6 a.m.
I know.
to do this.
It's tough, huh? Well, I don't know how to get him to do anything different. I know that
Sorry.
as you engage in life, what we experience is all projection at a deep level, but it's very difficult to see that when you're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I had the kids on Saturday, for example, and Carolyn was gone all day. Her friend had a baby shower in LA, so she got to hang out with her. So she was gone all day, and I had the kids, and so Carolyn is like, she shows incredible amounts of love through preparation and food prep.
She's
and
amazing.
house orchestrature. Oh, how am I saying that? Orchestrated house. Anyway, she keeps care of everything and finely tuned. And so she's like, she even had a plan for me for the kids. This is for breakfast. This is that. She's going to do this. And then I had the soccer training that I had to go to because I'm the coach.
No.
That it was supposed to be 5 hours, so that I was taking the kids to her parents. Anyway, so she left and I didn't do any of it.
Did you do the soccer training?
I did the soccer training. I didn't do any of her plan for the kids.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
And so, they got taquitos for breakfast, and and the house was a mess, and I didn't clean it up. And anyway, so she got home, the house mess, and then I got home after she got home, which I didn't expect. And I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble, because the house is a mess. And she found out later that they got taquitos for breakfast, and anyway, so we were fighting for like a day because she felt like betrayed, right? Because the number one thing that she cares about is that everyone's healthy and taken care of, and she spends her whole life, and me included, right? I'm in that mix. I get I get all my meals and everything. It's wonderful. And so here we are on two sides of the thing. I'm like, listen, chill out. I just spent 4 days at a conference working like 24/7. I go to bed and get up. I work again. I go to bed and get up because of the intensity of conference. And like I get home and I don't want to make a breakfast burrito. Like, ease up. I got food from my refrigerator and I gave it to my kids and you were hanging out. That was my perspective, right? And then she's like, listen, this is a family that we should cherish and we need to be a team. And I leave for a moment and you let all the things we hold dear fall apart and you do whatever. Now I'm the bad guy and you're the good guy. And so anyway.
She sounds like me.
Yeah, that's right. No, I have to do the thing. And so, anyway, so we had our version of a fight, and who was right? We were both right. Yeah, we were both right. We were neither right, or we were both right. Anyway, and so I'm like, and you know what was funny though is I could not help, even though I knew all this stuff in my head, I could not help explaining myself in detail. And the more I explained myself, the more she started to react to me as if I was attacking her.
Yeah, you're just like my husband.
For sure.
He explains himself because he gets defensive. And
yeah.
Just listen to what I'm saying. Cherish my thoughts. Validate me.
That's right.
Tell me you understand.
Yeah. And so it was so difficult to stop because I'm like, I need you to understand because I was thinking like, this is unreasonable. Like,
But do you think if you would have said like, hey, I have a lot on my plate today, this is unreasonable. Can you give me something easy that I can like do?
Well, that would have been great. Hindsight, for sure.
Yeah.
After the fact. Or it would have been great too.
Like Jerry doesn't do that either. He like wants to do everything and then he like lets me down because he doesn't tell me like I can't. He doesn't walk through the steps of like time management or any of that. And so he doesn't, in his head, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I was thinking, I know Carolyn's going to want us to clean the house, but time management, because then I gave the kids a haircut. And then I ran out of time. And then I had to run out of the house. And then I came back home, and I'm like, okay, clean up the house. And then I'm like, oh, crap, we left all this stuff at grandparents. We got to go back and get it. All their gaming stuff. And then we went back and get it, and then Carolyn got home when I left. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, the house is a mess. I'm going to be in trouble. And sure enough, I was in trouble. Anyway, the point of all this is...
I need you to say you're sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for sure.
Yeah.
I love you.
That's all I want from my husband.
But you know what? For me, here's the point of it all. For me, my own explanation comes from I need for her to know that I was right in that moment. Like, hey, this is reasonable. Like, I had anger because I'm like, this is reasonable. I'm not being unreasonable to not do anything for a day. And then I wanted to tell her how, like, she's unreasonable. She takes care of us too intensely. I'm like, we have a party. Just enjoy the party. But you won't enjoy the party. You'll, like, float around and make sure everyone's out, okay, constantly, and you won't stop. And then if I don't do the same thing, then you're upset with me. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, and anyway. Here's the insanity of it. I start complaining how well she treats me. How insane is that? It's like super. But then I'm like, but I'm not complaining about that because I do love it. But I do want you, anyway. And so understanding, the good thing about all that is the more I can understand where she's coming from, the more I can let it go. So I can't change her. I certainly can't change you. I don't think you can change your dad. But the more I can try to understand without trying to be understood, because the more I tried to get her to understand me, the more of a fight it became.
That's what we did yesterday.
And the less I tried to be understood and to understand her, the more the resistance lowered. It was just about resistance. Because the resistance was grazing, even though understanding was increasing with us. Because I was trying to get her to understand. I was giving more information. And then the fight got more and more intense. Like, what the heck? What's happening? Well, I was trying to be right. I was trying to create the distinction. Remember, like this is why it has to be this way, my way, not your way. And with your dad, I don't know. Maybe just be curious.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who knows? I don't know the answer to that one, but I do know
That's
that.
very much like the advice that you gave for me in the last session about, well, maybe not the last one, but like when somebody, like definitely like being curious about what exactly it is that you're, that he's wanting, right? Like he says he wants a relationship, but then he doesn't act as though he wants a relationship in the way that you would engage in.
Right.
Like the way that you would act if you wanted a relationship.
Right.
So, but then there's something else being communicated, right? I think that's what Javon said to me.
Yeah.
There's something else being communicated. There is some version of relationship that he wants.
Yeah.
It's just not the same as what it used to be.
And
and we can judge whatever that version of it is as being lazy, which, I mean, I totally agree that it's what it sounds like, but I'm like trying to put myself in that situation of trying to understand the other person and get past that judgment. But then at the same time, I'm like, dude, like as women in this world, like it shouldn't be that's a masculine thing. That's the masculine energy's job, is to be the container. Like, y'all can't be like imposing your domineering, like toxic masculinity into us and trying to mansplain shit to us. That's just not okay. So it's like, if we as women do not enforce that boundary, like if we don't set that standard, then we're the ones that are going to be enabling and getting walked all over. And then that's not beneficial to society or anybody either, because again, enabling and toxic masculinity, like. Yeah,
I'm trying to see if, because that's how I feel. That's how I look at my stepdad. Especially that generation is, very different.
Right.
So, I'm trying to see if I come with love.
Yeah, that's where the mansplaining comes from. His generation.
Yeah. But how is that not enabling? Or there probably is a.
I mean, it is enabling, but I think that if we can at least probably change our perspective on, and maybe not call it enabling, but call it just loving, then at least we won't be living in this world of the victim.
Yeah, well, enabling, remember the 3 levels of how you can use this course. Get what you want. The 2nd level, personal development or personality development. And the 3rd level is like awakening, removing the boundaries for love to lead you to awakening. The enabling part is just the get what you want part. Enabling presupposes that there is a right way and a wrong way. You're enabling the bad way or the unhealthy way, and this particular way you're not serving them because they're doing a harmful thing, and that's once again not bad. Like, people spend their whole lives, and some people seemingly are happy doing it. And once again, if you're happy, rejoice, keep on going. But when it stops working, pay attention, because then you can delve into the personality development level, which is like, man, how do I release this? How do I become more loving? How do I accept people where they are? They're nuts. Okay, well, how can I be okay while they're not okay? Or how can I be okay when they say they're okay when I don't think they're okay? All of that stuff. And especially old people. I mean, I got my mom and I don't know, my boss, my grandparents that are passed away, that still, I feel like they're with me. All these people that are very stuck in their ways, seemingly a different kind of human. It feels like there is a different kind of human operating in the world right now. One with the capacity to even consider these kind of things, and one without. They're just like these humans that go about. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the faculties to engage in the subtleties of a lot of these metaphysical conversations, and certainly not like the purpose of the course. They just don't have the capacity. But all of my parents actually. Why? And are they bad for that? Well, no. I don't think they're bad. But it causes me strife or suffering or anger or frustration or impatience, and all of that's the same thing. I just have different words for it. When they don't act like they should. And so then at that point, well, then it becomes my opportunity. I have to get over my get what I want thing, because get what I want, whether it's my boss, my mom, my in-laws, any number of people my wife, my kids, I can get over what I want and then accept the opportunity for personality development, which is acceptance. Wow, these guys are an expression of God, just like me, that are perfectly engaging in their expression of whatever. Well, I don't know, what could they be perfect for? Well, they can be perfect for revealing the frustration within me. And once it's revealed, I get a chance to let it go. Could I be happy with them being exactly the same? My conversation with my wife yesterday, I was like wanting to hold on to it.
Yeah.
I was wanting to be angry.
I know, me too.
But who suffered? I suffered.
Yeah.
Does it make it right? Well, no, it doesn't make it right, because then now I'm in the right and wrong conversation. And I'm the one who determines what's right. And so now I'm fighting because I want to be right. And I'm right about being right. How's it feel? Well, kind of sucks sometimes. Unless people agree with me, then it's awesome.
Okay.
I don't know. This is, I definitely don't think that any of you are wrong in your judgments of right and wrong. But I do think that we all fall in this very same trap.
Yeah, I think, calling him a grumpy old man probably needs to come out of my conscious or my vocabulary.
Well, and you could just shift it. He's a grumpy old man. Carolyn calls me that, and she just has it in a loving way. I'm like, you say that and it sounds loving, but like she'll be like, I love you. It's like, bless your heart. You're like, that sounds pleasant, but what do you But she just, she's calling it out as like what she's seeing, but she says it in a loving way. Like, oh, look at you. What a wonderful grumpy old man character. You're playing that so well. I'm like, hey, don't you use that tactic on me. I know what's going on here.
Yeah. I know he needs love, so maybe I just try to do that.
He does need love, but so do you. And you need love. And the way that you get it is you give it. Yeah. And I certainly say all this humbly, because I am all of these things. I'm all these things. I'm all of the worst version of the other side that suffers all the time. So we're in this together.
Yeah, thank you. And I do gotta say, I do excuse, pardon my extreme, kind of. I think you're doing great of balancing all of this too, by the way. So.
Who? Me or Layla?
Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Javon, yeah.
Sitting here with two crazy women.
Yeah. Two very strong, fiery women.
Yeah, well,
inspired.
It's wonderful. You get the feminine architecture coming out strong, and then, I definitely can be the rigid patriarchy coming out strong. But it's just if you can recognize that that's not you, it ends up being really interesting.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, look at that. Where'd that come from?
I know. I need something that just makes me snap out of it. Usually separating myself allows me to kind of do that. Like sit back and be like, who was that person in the car? Why'd she act like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the faster you can recognize it, that's the win. It's not being different in the moment that's really the win. It's being aware of it. Like you could literally have zero change at all and still be, I could still be a raging asshole and you can be a crazy bitch but you can be aware of it, and it's a huge win. It's a really huge win, because now I'm like, wow, look at that. Look at the character go. That's crazy.
You're no longer identified with it.
Yeah, well, that's even better, right? You could even be you could be aware of you identifying it, because your identification is what causes the suffering.
Else, like Rhonda.
You can, Rhonda gets crazy, or my grumpy old man is like in full swing, or all of these things. Like, you can be aware of it.
Label her.
You can.
You should give her a name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Labeling is actually really it's a helpful tool. My godmother Denise, she calls herself her character Dorcas is what she calls herself. She's like, oh, Dorcas got me. And
interesting. I need to find a name. That's cool.
And then you just got these things, and just being aware it's in swing, and you can even talk about it. Like, the character's got it. I haven't named myself. I should.
I know. Let's name ourselves, guys.
Next, we already have two.
Next meeting.
My kids call me Onion. They've named me Onion.
Why?
Everybody was a fruit. Everyone was like a pleasant, lovely fruit. They named me Onion. I'm like, all right.
I know, we're foods too. And my daughter's phone, I'm macaroni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe Onion. I'll be Onion. Onion got in. Grumpy old man.
I'm gonna give mine a real name so I can be like, that girl. Oof.
Oh man.
Talk about her in third person, like she needs to stay home.
Yeah, we used to do this, Carolyn and I. We used to have all our fights in third person. Like, Javon is very upset right now that Carolyn has come in and judged him about the condition of the house. Javon was doing the best he could.
I wonder if you used your fake names like Rhonda and Onion.
Rhonda and Onion, oh yeah.
You gotta find a real name. And then talk about it in that sense.
Maybe,
that would be a good homework.
I'll call him Jared just because everyone's Jared. Jared 3. J3.
J3.
Jared Para.
Jared Para.
That's funny. Okay. Are we
all
gonna
right.
read the rest, or?
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Ooh, perfect timing.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, thanks for sharing, everybody. This has been very therapeutic.
Likewise.